Good morning. Welcome to this morning's intention. Look at this. Look at this sun. It's crazy. Remember, like back in November, doing this at 7 in the morning in the pitch dark, and now it's like 6:30 in the morning, and I'm just like, whoa, trying to stay in the shade. Okay, so let's start our week off. Sorry, this is just funny to look at. Let's start our week off with a good intention. And create a reality for this world that we want to see with lots of sunlight in it. So we have that already. Good job. Okay, so if you could find a place to sit or lie down for the next 30 minutes and not be disturbed with your eyes closed, that would be good. Go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. So take the breath of life in. And exhale. Just let go of everything, all your cares and worries. Just dissolve and float up and away. And the next breath, fill your belly up full. And this time, I'd like you to feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama when you exhale. Mother Earth always supporting us. And for the next breath, I'd like you to focus on breathing this beautiful sunlight directly into your heart, and then exhaling that light from your heart. Now we'll focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. So if you could take your awareness to your feet right now and ask them to relax at this time. Feel the energy leaving your feet into the earth, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Then we focus on the ankles, the shins and the calves, the knees. Allow everything to just relax. And then the upper legs, buttocks, pelvic area, hips. Feel everything loosen. And then your inner organs, your rib cage, your breast, your chest, full back and spine. Feel everything soften. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we bring our attention back up to the scalp. A lot of tension can hide up there. So I want you to just release anything that's there. Feel it loosen as if your ears could wiggle. And then we bring our attention to our jaw. I want you to allow it to unhinge, open up, and receive the breath of life. And then see if you can get your eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. And then we move inwards and ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. Then we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do for us all the time. We're going to invite the mind to just have a seat on the couch and chillax for now, though. We're going to let the heart steer the bus for this session. And we want the mind to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts. Let's use the element of water this morning to deal with them. Water is an amazing vehicle to deal with our thoughts because it retains memory. I want you to imagine yourself standing in a river, a nice gentle river. And you're got your feet in the banks, and you can feel the cool wetness of the water against your skin, splashing up against your ankles and your shins. It's a really hot day, so that feels good. And I want you to see your thoughts dropping out of your head. Shake them a little bit, almost like a dog shaking its wet coat. All your thoughts pop out like droplets of water, gravity taking them down to the river, and the flow of the water taking them downstream. Now, I want you to observe and witness your thoughts, but just let them go. Don't get engaged. If you do get carried away with a thought on a wild ride, this happens. It's okay. Just as soon as you realize it, pop yourself back into the air and bring yourself back to where you're anchored into the bank of the river, back to the present moment. You can use my voice as a guide, and you can use your breath. Just the practice of keep bringing yourself back to this present moment. Now, if you are witnessing or observing your thoughts, therefore you are not your thoughts. You are something much more deeply profound than this. We're going to explore that just a little bit here. But first, let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity now. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to feel this journey viscerally. I want you to feel the warm grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And feel the buoyancy as you glide down that staircase. When you land on the platform in front of your heart, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, or maybe a wall has been built. That's normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I want you to realize right now is that it's your heart. You have full access to it at all times. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, gates creaking open, and perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that's been built if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open and brilliant beams of yellow golden light spill through. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. It's so safe and secure. You feel so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or can imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what we really are. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now and experience our energy body or our light body. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. You're floating there, kind of existing like a light cloud. Very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the nexus. It goes by many names. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is just total connection. I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with this flow right now. And you don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And you don't have to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point, on all levels, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being. We're all the same pie, slightly different flavors we bring into the same pie. Now, this nexus is a very powerful place. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and the wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and of incredible capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So I want you to go ahead and envision now the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I want you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. So envision yourself right now, completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your mental body full of clarity, your emotional body is balanced, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. you to experience this vitality for yourself right now. I just feel very light, like a weight's been lifted. Like effervescent bubbles of joy are just coursing through my entire being. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level. Everything realigning into its perfect, natural, healthy state of balance. It's very exhilarating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I want you to extend it to your family and friends. Witness the relief and wonderment on their faces. And then extend that to your community and then to the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. You simply intend that frequency of energy out there. And now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth if they need it. And there's a little left over for comfort, so maybe we could travel around once in a while if we'd like. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us were seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. And when we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, each of us have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're on our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into our conscious awareness, that information. So let's generate feelings of totality, of wholeness, of completeness that we've felt in our lives. Or perhaps an all over good feeling that you've gotten from selflessly helping another at some point. Or go into a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now envision yourself going to bed at the end of the day, feeling completely fulfilled from being on your path that day. Sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning, excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did that for the entire planet, so what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we're living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? Look at us exploring our limitless potential together, expanding our consciousness, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadow and over the bumps. But today, let's celebrate life together in song, in music, dancing, in laughter, in playing. I'm feeling joy just expanding my chest, feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. What an amazing atmosphere to exist in. I'm walking down the street in my reality and witnessing the smiles on the strangers' faces as I pass by, the lights behind their eyes. Beautiful. And let's intend one more thing while we're here. Let's intend that everybody's awakening to this consciousness of one. Everybody is feeling connected. Something miraculous happens when we remember who and what we really are, this high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed and the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all just falls away naturally, and we adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. Even the systems that govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. Everybody's on the same page. I'm feeling all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders and transform in the atmosphere into the higher vibrational frequencies, more in tune with who we really are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming again in my heart. I'm overflowing with compassion, feeling all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up. Such an easy atmosphere to exist in. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. You just drop right down to your root today, right down to your primal roots, and just feel that easiness. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, I'd like you to stop in your shoes right now. This has already happened. It is done. So say we all. Whatever you're doing, whether you're with your family at a picnic, marveling at their shining faces, seeing your children, grandchildren thriving, or you're out frolicking in the ocean on a hot summer's day, or if you're bombing around in the cool breeze on your bicycle, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, stop and look at all the beauty around you. Drink it in. Feel this unconditional love energy supporting you at all times. Receive it. You're so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. And then let's connect with gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this incredible life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you, all my lessons. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all the beauty. Thank you to my emotions guiding me through this lifetime. Thank you most of all for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with energy, light, healing, love. Thank you. Now we're going to take this beautiful intention of reality and build it up as an energy ball in our centers right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life. Soak it with those incredible emotions you just felt, the fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a very large breath in, build up at that energy, and then we're going to exhale, release, and share it with the world. Here we go. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then bring in the breath of life. Replenish your love, light, healing, energy. Good job. Now wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our body proper. When you're feeling ready, shift your limbs around. Come back into the room as well. Open your eyes. Welcome back. Just notice how you feel right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any point of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do the practice, so that we can do it on demand. And eventually we won't even have to put any effort into it. We just become walking, talking, natural transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in alignment with who we really are, creating the reality of our choosing around us because we are this powerful. And exponentially so by magnitudes when we put our intentions together this way. So thank you so much for joining me in these. Whether it's live or recorded, all works, it's all good. Enjoy the start to your week as often as you can. Manage today, experiment, and try this single conscious breath of intention whenever you can. Hop it in there for 15, 30 seconds. And then at the end of the day, take stock and see how your day went. How different was your day from any other day? Have a beautiful one, and we'll see you again for this evening's a little bit shorter intention.